Welcome back, everybody. Another episode here of Mart's Weld Shop. Today, guys, I'm just working on wiring still. I'm trying to do this stuff clean and right the first time. So, I don't know. I've been struggling. I've been looking at the dumpster at the fire truck factory, trying to do this stuff on the down low. So, I got some wires. What I was gonna use as the actual battery cable. I'm using as the alternator cable now because I don't know, it's like number 2 or something gauge. I don't know, it didn't seem big enough for the actual battery cable. So I ended up getting, I got a chunk here. I don't know. What is this stuff? 1/0 maybe? Yeah, I think it's 1/0. So I want to get at least that size for the battery cable. And I decided I'm going to run this thing inside the truck because I'm going to put the battery in the back of the box on the passenger side. So I was going to run this thing under the frame, and back up the box and inside the box, but I ended up ordering one of these through the firewall positive studs. I'm pretty much a positive stud. Anyway, we're gonna move on. So, goes through the firewall, this little guy right here. And there was already a hole there in the firewall. And I had it plugged with a plug, if you know what I'm saying. So anyways, I pulled that out of there. And yeah, so on the back side of that, it has where you can put a bolt in, and this side you just put a nut on. So I'll run the cable inside under the carpet, like I did in my Chevelle. That's what I did. And then I'm gonna poke a hole in the bottom of the back of the cab, and then up to the box, and everybody's happy in the world. I think, probably not me. Anyways, so I'm running the battery cable here, or the alternator cable, right here. And I'm running it down the front of the engine here. Down and around. I don't know if you can see that. Where am I looking? There we are. Behind the balancer here. It's gonna mount back over here. There's a hole right here in the engine block. Like, this thing has like spots for grounds everywhere. So we're gonna utilize that. So we got this is the ignition right here. Ignition purple. So that's from the key. And then we're gonna take this guy and we're gonna run from the post down to the starter. Right here, right, yeah, down the, yeah. Like such of a fashion, Kind of, I don't know. I'm trying to get this thing clean, rewired. So, and I also ran a vacuum tube here, because that's got to go to the terminator ECU. So that's in. And I pulled this here plug off of the stock Corvette harness. And apparently you only need this here wire, the second one from the top. I don't know what the hell they called it. I don't know, something L terminal, or I don't know. So, but that one, apparently, I don't know if you need like 5 volts or not 12, because then you're gonna burn up your alternator. So you can buy these harnesses online. Sloppy Mechanics has one. I don't know. They had the nicest looking one, I think. But anyways, you're supposed to put, you can get them on Amazon too, and whatever. I think I did that last time on my show. I just got it off of Amazon. It was, I don't know, $10 at the time or something. But yeah, you're supposed to put like a 470 ohm or resistor. Looks like one of these. One of them little guys. Well, anyways, my buddy Carl says he has some resistors because all the little electronic Radio Shacks around here, they're all closed. So you got to order these things like off of Amazon or eBay or somewhere online. And I didn't want to wait. So he had some, but one's like a 220. I got two of them here. One's like a 220 and the other one's like the 250, let's say. So it all comes up to the 470. And then it brings you 12 volts down to 5 or 5.5 or whatever it is to tell your alternator not to put out a full whatever. But I don't know. It's just what I've heard because I've been watching videos too on this. Trying to do it myself, guy. That's what I'm trying to do. But you got to run these in series. So that means you got to run like that when you solder them together. Now you're going to cut some off, you know, you're going to shorten these up. But so the red's on one end, so keep them that way. You don't want to go this way because then you'll burn them out. So you run them in series. And then, yeah. One side to the wire going into the alternator, the other side into the harness. Now that's all you need. We'll see. So yeah, so we're gonna get at this. I'm gonna get this put on there, and I gotta put a clamp yet on the alternator wire to hold it so it doesn't get caught up in the balancer. You know, that's what we're gonna do. Alrighty, so we're just gonna clamp up this rest of this here alternator cable. So don't get chewed up and caught in the steering and make me veer off the road like a Mustang. You don't want that. You don't want yeah, none of that. So we're just gonna use a hole. That was could have been a ground stud. I don't know. We used a different one farther back. So there's an open one right here. We're gonna hook our little clampage on here and just yeah, go from there. That looks somewhat sufficient. It's kind of sagging down. Might go the other way. Not that way. Jeez. It'll be fine. We gotta get transmission lines through here as well. Why doesn't that fit in there? That bolt even fit in there? I just grabbed some random LS bolts. These are probably the torque converter bolts, flywheel bolts. That's explaining why it doesn't fit in there. I'll be back. Okay, we found a bolt, but of course it's the right thread, but it's got a 13 head on it instead of a 15 like the other ones. Just why? I don't know. It is what it is. Maybe we'll angle this thing so it stays away from the oil pan. There's rubbing issues, that's all I'm saying. You can't see it from way over there, the trapezoid. Guys, I got the fancy trapezoid set up. I'm gonna do it by hand. There ain't enough room in here to get my impact in here, okay? So, yeah, I got the ignition wire in this loom here as well with the alternator cable because I didn't want to come down the back of the engine kind of where the crank sensor is. Well, the crank sensor wire comes with like heat foil tape on it, and I didn't have any. I was just at the store and I couldn't find any, so I ran it the long way. You can always change it if it doesn't work. It'll be fine, okay? It'll be fine. But I didn't want to run past the manifolds with all that heat. And there's so much wires back there already behind this engine. Whoever said go fuel injection, you know, it'll be great. Yeah, there's boatloads of wires back there. So anyways, what we got here is, I'll show you a little closer up. Version coming down. Can you see it? I got this trapezoid hooked to this thing, guys. So yeah, I mean, it's coming around. Sorry, my camera guy, he's on strike, okay? So it's coming out right here. We got our temporarily hooked on. Here's our whatever terminal. I don't know what it is, terminal or something. That's our ignition. We gotta put an end on there So we're gonna wait to hook up the alternator. I just want to get this starter scenario area buttoned up so I can put the manifold on, and then I can order my exhaust kit-ish. I mean, I'm gonna buy like some kind of universal something, I don't know. I seen a guy in the face place the other day. He had a Speed Tech stainless steel Camaro exhaust. He wanted like $200 for it. Whatever, and had turn downs at the back. X-pipe, yada, yada, yada. The front, they were curved for a Camaro to fit right on a Camaro. So, and he can work on an S10 perfectly. So, dude, I ain't giving you $200 for this used. He only had a couple hundred miles on it, but whatever. So I looked up the old Speed Techs, and I can get a 2.5-inch universal X-pipe with thingies that go over the axle, which I'm not doing. But it still comes with them for $189. And it's got a lot more pipe with it that I can actually use. So I might look into that. Otherwise, I was trying to piece something together through like Jegs or Speedway, and they want so much just for that X-pipe. It's ridiculous. But I did find a Jones brand, guys. I think it was Jones. I don't know if it was on, I think it was on Jegs, but I don't know how I found it, but it was buried. But it was only like $35 for the actual X-pipe part. Yeah, I mean, you got to buy the rest of the junk, but it is what it is. So, yeah, we're going to get this here buttoned up and hopefully get this manifold put on here so we can start calling our quits on this and get moving to the interior. And I want to get like some kind of a battery box made so I can at least start figuring out what my wires are going to be and what's got power and what I got to cap off so it doesn't blow up in the car. You know what I'm saying? Alrighty, we're just gonna strip this here. We're gonna put a little doohickey connector on, so yeah. Anyway, blown to bits, guys. I was an electrician. Stripper. That's what we're using on this guy. It'll work. We'll see. Oh. Oh yeah, fun stuff. Oh, that's gonna go in there, and then I'm gonna put that in there, and I'm probably gonna screw it up. Maybe the old pull test. Yeah, good. Now we had some shrink wrap on here somewhere. We're gonna burn my finger now. Excuse my reach. There we go. Hot. Oh, that's not ideal. It'll get the job done. Put the old lock washer star doohickey on there. I don't know what size that was. Probably like 7.5 millimeter. There we go, see? I already know this guy. I have to go on before my alternator. So much crap everywhere. That on there. You know, I have to manipulate. I'm gonna have to bend this somehow. Oh, that was a good idea, guys. Get this to be under the A-arm so it don't rub, and then that's too big. Oh Oh boy, I'm gonna have to cut some of this, the doohickey end off a little bit. A little too much on it. That fits on there. Yeah, there's a little, I'm gonna have to cut some of this corner off here, so we're gonna do that quick. Make us some room. Alrighty, we got that trimmed off, guys and girls. And I know you're gonna get mad at me right now, but I don't have a different bolt. And the way this is, it's kind of tight down in there. And the bolt that's holding the brake line in right here, see it right there? You see it? There. This is gonna be kind of rubbing on there, so I'm gonna put some janky hose just to protect it for now. And I'm gonna try and get like a rounded Allen head bolt or something else that's nice and smooth. And if I do forget, this will be on there. I'll tell you. That's what I'm doing right now, because that's what I'm doing. I mean, what kind of a build is a build without a zip tie holding crucial parts together? Should put a regular lock washer on there. Okay. It'd probably be better than this worn out stupid star washer thingy. For both, maybe? I don't know. Chime in, you know, comment. Comment, share, subscribe. Put them both on there, so someday when I gotta change the starter, I just drop shit all over the place. I don't know, something like that, guys and girls. Well, of course, that's a different size. You're 14. Oh, it's a 13. Wow. Things are looking up. Things are looking up. I don't know how I would get this off once this thing's all together. It's like an engineering marvel to work on some of this stuff. Oh. Alrighty. Try and get you in there. See what I was doing. But yeah. Alternator cable. No purple ignition wire. Annual starter and the rubber janky. I'll probably zip tie it right to the line. I don't know. Maybe it's fine. Who knows? That's where we're at. So we're gonna keep going here. Try and get some more wiring done. And I got some parts, guys, for my fuel, the rest of my fuel line. So what I was dealing with here, I got a 90. I don't know if you can see that at all. I got the GM fitting to AN, and then I got a black 90 here. And where'd my hose go? Here's my hose up here. So that's gonna come into there like such. And I was originally gonna put a fuel pressure a gauge right there. And then I was like, I wonder if they make a Schrader to an AN fitting, and I could just put it on the end of the fuel rail right here. So I ended up looking that up, and the old Speedway had one. And here's what we got here. Let me fix my cap later, guys. So what I got, there's the part number, 8172. Is that a 9241? I don't know, it's backwards when I'm looking at it. So basically, it's just like a coupling almost. So one side fits a Schrader valve, the other side is 8th NPT, National Pipe Thread. So you gotta take the googly gack out of the end of the rail, the Schrader valve part, just like a tire, whatever. And you stick this guy on there. And then, which doesn't come with the kit, this is what really bothers me about this, like this Holley thing might be the nice one to have and everything, but there's some things, like, I mean, if you want your fuel pressure to read out on your little display screen, you gotta buy this thing. And the Holley fuel, what the hell did they call this thing? Transducer of some sort. So this mofo is not cheap. And I figured, you know what, guy, just for once do it right. Because I know if I don't do it, then the computer's gonna be all dumb and it's not gonna work, and then it's not gonna tune, and I'm just gonna be mad. I'm gonna have to redo it anyway. So I spent the money, and it was on sale. And this little, it's like $125 for this stupid thing. And you throw that $10 piece of turd on there. So yeah, we're gonna put this on. So it'll end up screwing on like that. This will be the fuel rail over here. Because the Holley harness, it has a plug that just sits here waiting. No, I got that caught there. So here's the plug. You know, in case you want to put that on. Yeah, in case my butt, put it in the kit. Holley, put it in the kit. A guy spends that much money on this kit and you can't put this little guy in there for, what do you pay for that from China? 45 cents? Come on. Like, put it in the kit. Same with the stupid alternator little harness thing. You shouldn't have to buy all this crap separate. It should all be in that kit. That's all I'm saying. And I'm sure everybody out there is on my side about this. Just make it a full kit. Yeah, I'm mad. Whatever. Anyways, I'm gonna go eat something and then I'll be back out here to just be miserable. I'm not miserable. Just saying. It's what we, the people, are wanting, but nobody says anything, so everybody just says, oh, I'm just gonna do a review and it's so great. No, there's problems. Fix them. It's like these ends. These ends are terrible. Right here, look at this. You can do a better job with these ends. Shrink wrap. It's like, it's not even like 3M tape. It's like Chinese tape, and it just comes off. Poor. That's poor in my book. I'm not sponsored by Holley, so it doesn't matter to me. I didn't get a deal on this. I'm gonna tell you what it is. I mean, it's still a pretty nice kit, but man, finish it off right. It should have been shrink wrapped on the end. All these ends. Shouldn't be tape coming off. That's all I'm saying. Yeah. Alrighty, girls and boys, so here we are gonna install this here transducer, whatever it is. Take out your little tire Schrader valve doohickey. Smells like old snowmobile gas. That's not good. Oh, we're gonna put our little device on. One side's AN, one side's pipe thread. And put a little Teflon tape on the pipe thread side. Why does it look? I don't know, guys. There, a little bit on the treads. Just a little on the treads, you know what I'm saying? Suckers! A little better. 9/16. Good. No, this thing probably doesn't fit in the hole here. Doesn't seem like it, but yeah, it seems like it's smaller. Why does it seem that way? There it goes. There's some like boogers in there or something. I tell ya. I originally wanted my gauge to be right here too. If I should do that. What do you think? I'm gonna ponder on that for a second. Yeah. So we're gonna put the old, we're gonna put a T on the end of here. And we're gonna put our gauge on as well. Just cause. So I put a little Teflon tape on this as well. It's getting tight. So I'm probably gonna put the gauge off to the side, just so the old transducer works perfectly. I don't know. I don't know if it matters. Does it got the same pressure both ways? Who knows? Here's my doohickey. I mean, that would be pimping right forward, wouldn't it? Or would it matter? I think it matters. Side or the front? What do you think? Side, front? I don't know. Maybe the wire's better that way. I mean, otherwise it's gonna be, I don't know. It's just all basket weaved. We're gonna go this route. I can tie these all together. What's going on the end? Where did I put it? There it is. It's gonna go here. Is that gonna fit? It's gonna fit. I'm a little disappointed. It's supposed to say Holley EFI on the side of this transducer things, and it doesn't. We just want the lock facing up. That's what we're trying to achieve here. Something like this. Boom! And I gotta put some of this here schmutz on here. I don't know, I always figure on going this way. Down. That's the way you put the... That's the way it spins! Just keep it out of the hole, you know. You don't want to get no schmutz in your hole there. Schmutz. We'll stick this guy right here in the side. Man, there is like 20 gallons of crap in a half-gallon bucket. I don't know whose idea it was. Oh, that's 10 guy. Oh, and then this is a different size. What is that? 12? Back and forth, back and forth. Probably 11 now that I grab a 12. Oh, some kind of, who would have thought standard? I mean, 7/6 ounces? Yep. Yeah, that should work. That's all right. I'll zip tie all these together at some later date. All right, we're gonna get at that manifold on that side, get that buttoned up. And like I got the coil pack sitting in here right now, it's all loose. Man, everything is so tight, guys. And I don't wanna button that all up because I wanna pour oil on everything before I do the startup thing, so. Oh, I tell you, it's just my brain, guys and girls. Moving on, shall we? We're gonna install this here manifold on the old L passenger side-o and get this buttoned up so we can start on the old exhaust system. We're just gonna make something. We're gonna make it. It's gonna be short. We're gonna X-pipe it. And then I think I'm gonna come out right under the front of the leaf spring because there's like a little pocket where the pipe could fit through and not be all gaudy looking. That's my vision anyway. So yeah, I got some mufflers outside that I got when I bought that small block for this thing. There's just like the short, I mean, what are these? 8 inches maybe? Flowmasters, I don't know, stainless, but they're painted black. But they're out there and they're free, so I don't know. Maybe I'll try them. Who knows? Better than spending another, what are they? A couple $100, $200 for some mufflers. kind of rowdy. I don't know. And I already got them sitting back there. What am I gonna do? Throw them in the metal dumpster? I mean, that's the fate anyways, but just try them or not. But they're 3-inch, so I don't know. I don't really know if I want to use, I wanted to go with a 2.5, but I don't do that guy. Well, that's what these manifolds are, right at the collector part here. And I got 2.5 on the old Chevelle. I got 3-inch. I think I got 3-inch going into the muffler, and then 2.5 tailpipes. So all that front stuff with the X pipe is all 3-inch. I don't know. Does it really matter? Does it really matter? Watch Engine Masters, and they do a whole muffler test on stupid things and pipe sizes and stuff. But I don't know. That's just here. I'll show you what I'm doing. Got you guys looking off in the distance over there, like you're on some soap opera. Something like that. I don't know if that was good or not, but yeah, we're pushing our luck, trying these old the old gaskets, but you know, everybody else does it. Why would it work for me, right? So there's a torque sequence to these if you really care. First pass is like 11 foot-pounds, then it goes to 18. The old second pass. You know, I'm trying to be a top-tier mechanic, so I'm gonna try and do it like the book says. So you're an impact guy. Why you do it by hand? I don't know. I don't know where my impact is, and I put everything away. How's that one for you? Oh, see? And you scratch your manifold. Like a ding dong, man. Is she on your foot pounds? Not Sasquatch pounds. Right here in the middle. There's 11. Oh. All right, 11 done. Only 18. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Here's a visual one guy. I'm not going. Here's pushing. There we go. Complete. So guys, yeah, I don't know how much farther I'm going to go with this, but I did the other day. I did run the transmission wire. Whoa, easy guy, easy fancy trapezoid. Yeah, that hole I knocked out here the other day with the knockout set. We ran it down the old driver's side, and she just cleared everything. So that's ran down, which is, I mean, we're splitting hairs down there. So that's basically, you can't even mess it up. First one plugs in, second one plugs in, and the big one plugs in. So that's all set. All I got to do is put maybe a clamp down there just to hold it, the wires from flapping around. We don't want that to happen. Now, do we? So, yeah, that's all we got to do yet here. I think we're going to slam this here fuel line thing on and see where we go from there. Yeah, this ought to be special. I got nothing to really grab and push on here. These are just push lock fittings, 6AN. Gah! Whew! Oh, there we go. She's on, boys and girls. Yeah, just gonna plug her in here. That's not loose yet, so that's cool. This other doohickey here, I think, just spins on there because there's like O-rings in it, so it's flexible. Oh, she left an impression on the old hand. Nope. There she be. Oh, now I gotta get a bigger one for that. What's that, guys? 19? Oh. Dude, get more prepared for your videos. There's no preparing for this stuff. None. I mean, you can a little bit, but. There's that. And I'm just tying her up here. Oh boy. I need something on there, otherwise that's gonna be all janky. What size is that, you think? Nobody knows. (9/16) thinks it wants to be on there. There we go. Of course, everything's in the way. Can't get on that way. Oh boy. Who comes up with this? There we go. Tight. Where was that China finish? Alrighty. Tubers. I think we're gonna call her quits for the night on this guy. And see what else we can drum up tomorrow for this and move on from there. So again, guys, I don't know what else you want to see from this stupid S10 LS swap video. But I'm trying to show you guys, like I say in every video, the steps and how long this actually takes. I mean, you gotta live your life at the same time too, but I'm out here all the time, guys, messing around. And she's coming around. I mean, she's pretty close here. I just gotta get the the alternator buttoned up here. I gotta get an end for it. Get those wires on. I can throw a belt on here maybe. I don't know if I should start it without the belt first, but I'll put the crappy old one on and let that thing go zinging off to the moon. And yeah. So next I think we're gonna order that exhaust. And then I think I'm gonna try and work on my battery box case holder thingy in the back. I don't know if I'm going under the box, like, I don't know, but we're gonna go from there. And yeah, guys, like, subscribe, share, and hope to see you guys again on the next video here at Mart's Weld Shop. I'll see you later.